Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Hri Vijakacharya Astutere Satar Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Hri Vijakacharya Astutere Satar Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Shri Bhakti Vinod Satchitananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavrind Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhaktivind Ki Jai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna. I'll ask her if anybody has any questions now based on what I already have spoken. Maybe I can make the rest of this talk an answer to any questions. Krishna consciousness is very heavy. Even simple, any even small aspect of it is so heavy. You can go home and not be able to think of anything else for a whole week, thinking, what did I hear? What is this? We're not the body. This material world is full of defects, in spite of all the beautiful pictures that they're telling you enhance your computer experience with Bing scenes of mountains and beautiful sunsets and birds and flowers. In spite of all that, the world is very actually bad place, difficult place. Yes, those mountains and birds and flowers are beautiful, because there are beautiful things in the world. How is that? Why? You know why Prabhupada said, you know why there are beautiful birds and flowers and trees in the world? Because so when Krishna comes, it will be a nice place. Otherwise, who can enjoy those things? Anyway, you have to have a lot of money and go by plane and stay in a hotel to see the mountains. Very few people actually live there. Otherwise it would be polluted.
One question. If this place is not for gentlemen, then why acharyas are coming?
The question is, oh, where is that coming from? It's okay, but make the volume low. Yogender asks, if this place is not fit for a gentleman, why do the acharyas come? That's a reasonable question, but you should know the answer. Actually, at least some of you should know the answer. They come not for their own enjoyment, they come for our benefit, to elevate our consciousness and help us in the actual mission of life, which is to get out of the material world, to stop the repetition of birth and death. It's not that they are unaware. They're more aware than anybody. You hear these statements of Prabhupada, I'm quoting, that there's no place for a gentleman, and so on. All the acharyas have similar visions of the world. They know reality. They actually know reality. They see the beautiful things that do exist, but then they see that overall the world is a place of misery and duality. There's some happiness, then there's distress, disease, old age, the four, what do they call? Defects of material existence. Birth itself is, for the child, is not very pleasant. And aging, all diseases, and disease, and old age, and finally death. What is Dukhanudosha Darshanam? What is that? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so these are advanced devotees, acharyas. They see the different aspects of the material world. They have transcendental vision. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that this knowledge, there's nothing, what is the Sanskrit? There's nothing so sublime and pure in this world as transcendental knowledge. Does anybody know? Be nice to have interactive. If somebody, I don't know who's watching this.
We'll update. We are updating after 2-3 weeks. We have live interaction.
Oh. There's nothing so sublime and pure in this world as transcendental knowledge. So maybe some of you, I'm speaking with reference to Shastras and Acharyas, some little few points. This is truth. So it's satisfying. Does anybody have the experience that by hearing this you feel some satisfaction? What we're talking, by hearing this you feel some inner satisfaction?
After hearing Kirtan.
Yeah?
Kirtan after hearing Kirtan.
Kirtan?
You feel inner satisfaction.
When you're doing Kirtan?
No.
But not so much of the philosophy. When I'm talking, that's interesting. In India, there's not only India, but I saw in the United States too. The Indian diaspora, they have somebody has organized thousands of families to enroll their children in some Gita recitation, and then they assembled somewhere in Texas in a big convention hall, 10,000 children with their parents, like a football match, and they were reciting Bhagavad Gita, but they don't understand a thing. You see, that's not very well. That should not be so surprising, but it'd be good if somebody understands. We have to come to the platform of understanding. Otherwise, we should not be in illusion. We should understand we are very much on the neophyte platform. No understanding. Let's call it our anamoya platform. There's different levels of consciousness. The first stage is anamoya, that we feel satisfaction, and that's animals and children, and I'm afraid most people also, they're on that platform. You can judge by the pizza delivery vehicles how many there are per day. Their whole satisfaction is by eating something nice. And they have no higher consciousness so we should realize that so it's nice that you experience something higher by kirtan. That is very good. And then one should endeavor to, one should study, one should learn Bhagavad Gita and come to the next platform, which to actually understand our position. We're talking the material world is no place for a gentleman. To understand that, actually, I think it's some understanding, because otherwise why did you bring it up? At least you understand something, so you should teach. But we have to become a little bit. No, you asked me. Did you make a statement, or you asked a question? What is the meaning of? About the acharyas. If the material world is not a decent place, why do they come? So
Actually, Radha,
you should increase your knowledge. You should know why they come. Like Jesus Christ, he came to save. He is Acharya. All the Acharyas, Vaishnava Acharyas, they come to lift the jivas up from their suffering position. So we should understand that. We should come. Unfortunately, Krishna consciousness process, some aspects of it are advertised and practiced, while others are neglected. So it becomes like a club. You go to temple and you enjoy with people from the same community, or you form a new community, and you mislead the public. You see getting advertisement from some group on the phone. Today is some Amavas, Pitri Amavas. Pitri, some of you know? Huh?
Yes.
So you should give money to us for feeding the poor in the name of your ancestors. This is, this is not the way to approach the public. Among your congregation, you can solicit like that, but not in the public. Our business is not feeding the poor. We feed the poor who live near the temple. We give them prasadam. Now we go in a truck 50 kilometers to some people living in the footpath to give them food, with photographers and MLAs and in attendance to applaud. No, that's not our process. That gives the wrong impression. These Hare Krishna people are actually very good. They're feeding people, or they're building hospitals. The Acharyas never approved of that. Never mentioned it. Never encouraged it. In a modern concoction.